Eric's past and why he is the way he is, which I think will be fun for the fans to see, because it has been question that's been there for a long time. So we're excited about what the next 5 episodes have, and hopefully you guys enjoy them. I mean, we like making them, so hopefully you guys enjoy.
And Miss Kristen. Our Pam's been having a tough time this season. Things have not been going well for her. I mean, I think we're catching up with her at an interesting point this season. I think Sunday's episode ended with her facing off with Eric.
Yes, and that horrible outfit. That's really the tragedy of the season for Pam.
That's gotta be the worst for her.
She's in scrubs. This is horrible. Yeah, that's definitely, I can't wait for everyone to see what happens next week. It was incredible to film, so I don't want to ruin it.
We don't want to be spoiled, but I would imagine everyone survives. We hope there's a happy ending.
It's True Blood, so if there's happiness, it's brief. Right? Because that's what's fun to watch. But yeah, there's a lot of alliances that are tested this year, and relationships that are really tested.
Should we believe Pam when she says she no longer has feelings for Eric?
They're on to me. They're on to Pam too, right? I mean, how do you not love Eric? And that relationship is, right? I should test it, Skarsgård. That's always a go-to. Yeah, that relationship is really long and very deep. So, we'll see. Yes, I know. I love him too.
I think she does too.
Yeah.
Giancarlo. So, you've got some explaining to do, sir.
I've been a bad boy, huh?
You've been a bad boy. So just whose side are you on?
Oh, wow. I think my own.
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly. We ended our last season in a very precarious position in the tower with very strange people sort of coming out of the woodwork that were unrecognizable, power coming back on for a moment and then going out. And as if it could get any worse, we begin our new season September 25th at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night, and all hell breaks loose. It gets worse.
Eric Kripke said that you could sell ice to the Eskimos. That's quite a compliment.
It is a nice compliment. We have some great creators on our show, and they've created a very, very dank world, and our whole look of our show has changed. We moved the show to Austin, Texas. So we have a whole different look, a whole different vibration. I think when I read the first script that Eric wrote, I literally fell off my chair. It's very daring and exciting television, and I think the fans are going to be freaking out.
Can you give us any specifics about what's in store for the season?
Well, no.
Tried. All right. Well, there's a rumor about a Saul Goodman Breaking Bad spinoff. How would you like to see Gus Fring resurrected for that?
Yeah, I think that all could happen. It's very exciting to think that Breaking Bad is coming back August 11th, and that Saul might be in line for a spinoff, and that I could come back and maybe do some more damage would be really exciting.
I think you have it in you.
I do. I know I do. Don't rub me the wrong way.
Oh, I know. I'm smart. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Congratulations on being made a series regular.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Did you ever imagine how popular Felicity would become with the fans?
I didn't. She's so awkward that I think everyone finds a little part of themselves in there, I hope. And I think that's why.
Do you think Felicity has a crush on Oliver?
Yes. She does. Oliver Queen, right? Stephen Amell.
Do I need to hold up this cover again? Oh, sorry, this one. Actually, either. You think there's any chance of them hooking up?
I think there's a chance. I think there's a good base for it. When we get back in season 2, there's a lot of tension between the three again. And I think that'll span over the season quite a bit. I'm not sure, I can't guarantee. But there's a large chance, and if you guys want it, well, there's an even better chance. In all honesty.
You're also only one of the only people who can stand up to Oliver. How will that play out?
She's his polygraph. She's his lie detector. She needs all honesty from him all the time, or else they're going to get killed, they're going to get hurt. So if she doesn't stand up to him, lives are going to be lost, and that's her biggest dilemma with being in this group. She doesn't want to kill anybody. And if she doesn't stand up to him, people are going to die.
So do you think that means more adventures in the field for her in the future?
Oh, absolutely.
So you're doing your martial arts training?
Yes, actually, we started season 1 this week, and all 3 of us have bruises from yesterday. So, get ready.
I can't wait to see it. Ian, it's your turn. So what can you tell us about your character on The 100? Is he a good guy or a bad guy or somewhere in the middle?
I play a character called Kane on the new TV show called The 100, which is set, it hasn't been on air yet. It's set 100 years in the future, and just to be the quick premise of it, it's a spaceship containing the last 2,000 survivors of Earth, and the Earth is radioactive. It's been a terrible war, and we send some people down. So my character is given the task of trying to save the human race, which is quite an interesting dilemma. And the way he goes about it is he's very pragmatic, and he's very much survival focused. So it's good or bad. You can't really. I can't really say. I just say he's pragmatic and he's doing what needs to be done.
Jason Rothenberg described you as the Jack Nicholson character from A Few Good Men. Can you give us a good, you can't handle the truth?
Oh, really? I have no idea why he would say that. Jeez.
Do you think that's true? Do you agree with him?
That's the first time I've heard that, so do I agree with him? I can see what he's getting at. Yeah, I can now. So yes, I do.
How far do you think Kane will go to, achieve what he wants, or, in service of what he thinks is right?
When someone commits a crime on the ship, they get floated. No matter what the crime is, it's the tiniest thing. You commit a crime, you get floated. I'd like to think that if Kane committed a crime, he'd float himself.
Really?
I'd like to think that.
You must have been offered a lot of roles after Lost, and maybe it was like...
Not as many as you think, right? No, it's...
You showed up on Fringe.
Right.
Scandal. Woo! What was it about this show that appealed to you?
This show, I think it's, I missed the running around and the high stakes. I love high stakes. I love sci-fi. It's a bit Lost-ish. So that's why I went. And I got off it, so.
That works.
That was.
All right, Blair. Hello.
Hello.
So tell us about Ironside. Obviously, it's a classic show. Why? I don't want to use the word remake, but why revisit the show?
Yeah, like Henry Ian's show, it's a new show that will air October 2nd, right after Revolution and Law and Order, and then Ironside. But some of you in the audience will remember, of course, the classic from the 60s that ran for 8 years, very popular show back in the day. And it's a reimagining. I mean, the great Raymond Burr played Ironside, And for the younger generation who may not remember, this was about a detective named Robert Ironside who's brilliant at what he did, happens to live his life in a wheelchair. Unlike the original though, we have a lot of flashbacks. I'm thinking now we should put some vampires in there. Or some zombies or something. But we're having a great time. We start shooting on Monday and I'm very, very excited about it.
I want to make sure I give fans a chance to ask questions too, so if you guys want to start lining up, I promise I'll get to you this time. How much will we see of his backstory?
Quite a bit, because you know this is a guy who's 2 years into this accident that he's shot in the back that puts him in a wheelchair. So we're constantly exploring that. So as an actor, it's good for me to not only just kind of get up and get and about, but it's good for the audience, I think, to see both versions of him. Because he becomes this different guy. He's always changing, always growing and evolving. So we'll see a lot of that with a lot of flashbacks.
And you played so many iconic characters on TV. How will this compare to some of those other characters that you've played?
Well, this guy, he's kind of a badass. I think that's one thing that's different than the original. He's kind of in your face. He's politically incorrect. He loves the women. He's single, and he does things by he follows his rules, and he breaks a lot of the rules. But he always fights for the underdog, which is the most important.
Well, looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready with your questions?
Hi there. My question is for Henry Ian Cusick. I adored you on Lost. Jessica is a great character, and The Constant is my favorite episode of any show ever. But my question is that the ending to Lost was very controversial, and I want to know if you were satisfied with it, or was there something that you wish that they had put in or taken out that would have made the ending different?
The ending is what it is. How do I feel about it? I love doing the show, and I miss the show. I felt we could have maybe squeezed another season. I think there was a few things we could have answered that weren't maybe answered. But I think the show, it's the whole thing. You go with a ride from beginning to end, and that's, I think, what the legacy of Lost is. The journey was fantastic. You did a great job of that.
Hi, my question's actually for Tyler. And I would say that you could lose 1,000 battles and you're still my favorite werewolf. My question is actually, probably not surprisingly, about costumes. You transform into a werewolf a lot in the show. I wanted to know, what is the most fun and least fun part of the whole makeup process?
I guess the least fun part is having it on. It's not the most comfortable thing. But I think, to me, the best part of the makeup and everything, from day one, it's a very weird and bizarre, freeing experience, I think, as an actor, when you put on a different face and you don't really even see yourself in the mirror. It kind of gives you a strange freedom on set to snarl and growl and do a lot of things that probably sound ridiculous and look ridiculous. But you lose that sense of judgment of yourself, because it's not really you that people are seeing. So it's, in a weird way, really freeing and really fun to play on set. I think that's probably the most exciting part about it. It's just, it allows you to have a lot of fun without feeling like you're looking too dumb, I guess, while you're doing it. So I think that's probably the coolest part. Thank you.
Hi, Joseph. My question is for you.
Hi.
So, I know you're an avid reader, and I was wondering if you ever plan to write a book one day.
I have thought about it, to be honest. And I'm here plugging my new book. No, I'm not really. I mean, it's something I suppose I would aspire to do, yeah. In an ideal situation, I see myself sort of going away for 2 years and spending it in some kind of retreat writing a book, but I'm not sure what my book would be about. Yeah, that might happen, right? I would love to, yeah, at some point in my life. Definitely, it's an ambition of mine. But for now, I'm just a book fan. But yeah, oh well, thank you.
What's your little Twitter book club? Don't you have a little book club?
I started like an online Twitter book club, Book Revolution. Yeah, just like a forum to talk about the books that people enjoy. Just really for me to get kind of inspiration for new reading material and everything. Yeah, but mostly it's just me writing about Stephen King. But, you know. Yeah. Oh wow. Now I have to write a book. Thanks.
In your spare time.
Yeah.
Hi. This question is for Julie. I'm speaking for my sister and my friends over here, and probably a lot of other people here. But is there a chance that we're going to see Cole again anytime soon?
Yes, of course. You know, when we, so sorry for the people who don't watch Vampire Diaries, but when we took the dagger out of Cole the first time, he was dressed in a period that lines up with a period that is very important in the originals, and Cole talked a lot about having been in New Orleans and hung out with the witches of New Orleans back in the day. So
he said something about like they make a great. No, they know how to make a drink.
Yeah, no, exactly. The people who know how to make it. People from the past know how to make a great drink. So Cole's history lines up very, very specifically with New Orleans history as it relates to the original family. So. Yes.
What about with Finn? Doesn't anyone care?
Nobody cares. Poor Finn. Stuck in the box.
Yeah.
I don't see any Twitter hate about Finn.
Yeah. Finn fans, unite.
Speak up.
Hi, my friend just texted me begging me to ask Mr. Esposito if he thinks that Regina was ever really in love with Sidney Glass /